Hello, sloth fans out there. I posted a few comments under the name of Brennan, which is obviously difficult to type, as you can see. But okay, this is my hate vid about sloths. Look, guys. Look, I don't care if you look after them and you find someone. You met one in Peru or in the Himalayas or wherever the hell these miserable freaks of nature reside. But I have a distinct and impulsive natural reaction to these creatures. I just don't like them. I don't like anything about them. I don't like the way that they're upside down. I don't like the way that they're so slow that things grow on them and they don't care, right? I don't like the way that they can't be bothered urinating and defecating. It takes them a week to get the job done. Like, I know they're slow, but that's fair enough. I mean, camouflage is good. Hiding in trees from predators, good. Like, I understand that, but I think it's just the fact that they're smiling all the time. They seem so freaking happy about it. They don't do anything. Some of them have 3 toes, some of them have 2. It's like evolution was just like, meh, just gave up on them and just sort of said, well, what can we do with these guys? Like, oh, far out, they don't do anything. Oh, well, we've got one with 3, let's try one with 2. Or maybe it was the other way around, like, meh, they're just stuck in trees, we'll just leave them there for a couple of million years and see what happens. And nothing's happened. And that's the thing that bothers me. They seem so freaking happy about it. They got this smile on their face all the time. Right, they don't care. They just don't care. You could walk up to one of them and just prod it with a stick. It would be 45 minutes before it probably reacted to that. I just find the whole thing creepy as. Apparently the the Latin name is or the Latin genus family is Xenarthraphobe. So I'm proposing, perhaps I'm the first Xenarthraphobe, because if I, honest to God, if I actually saw one of these in real life, I would scream like a little girl and run a mile, because something about them just gives me the creeps. I just can't stand it. Right, like I just don't like anything about them. Their slowness gives me the creeps. It's an irrational fear. Don't get me wrong. I've never actually seen one in real life. Thank God, because I don't think I could afford the therapy. But they, you know what I mean? Like they just cling to a tree and just. Right? Like, they just do, and things grow on them, they just go green because they can't be bothered. Like cats preen themselves and things like that and keep themselves clean. And even here in Australia, even though we have some exotic, stupid animals here in Australia that have had no natural predators for, hundreds of thousands of years, so they're just innately, just stupid, and you can walk up to them and just go, poke them in the eye, and they're just like, oh, what was that? But I mean, these sloths, I get the feeling that they're in the same sort of evolutionary genetic cul-de-sac as some of the, ridiculous marsupials we have in this country. So yeah, like I'm just posting this vid because I just can't stand the things. I just don't like looking at them. I hate the fact that they're smiling all the time. If I haven't already mentioned that, they're just like so happy that evolution has passed them by, and they're just clinging onto trees and oh God, like but the fact is, another thing that bothers me is they have really long claws. That could easily be a defense weapon, from predators or something like that. They don't use them. Don't care. they're just like, nah, just be upside down. Um, consider this. There's that old dogmatic proverb: the meek shall inherit the earth. If there's anything meeker on this planet, it has to be a sloth, right? I mean, they're just like waiting it out. They got this like agenda. They just want to sit there and do nothing and wait for everything else to die out. And I think that's why they're smiling all the time, because they know what's going on and have this secret agenda. These big claws, right? They don't use them. It's not a defense weapon. It's just so they can have their own personal exoskeletal hammock. The whole body is a hammock. Like, imagine like Planet of the Apes. Remember that movie? Imagine Planet of the Sloths. Imagine sloths in military uniform. Or just wouldn't even be in military uniform. They've got nothing going for them. It would just be a planet full of hammocks and deck chairs with all these slow conversations going on for decades between semi-human. It'd be the longest movie in the world. It couldn't be a trilogy. It'd have to be a quintilogy or something like that, or maybe a stage play. But God, I just shudder to think. Anyway, like I had to voice my opinion here because I find these things absolutely revolting. Like, everything about them just screams alien. I don't care if they live in forests. I don't think they should put them in zoos. I think I don't want to say anything too nasty, but I do, but I won't. Anyway, this is my hate vid about sloths. Who cares? They should, even the name sloth. It's onomatopoeic. It's like it tells you what they do. Ugh. Yeah.